Hey, what's up everyone? This is Adam Ghisletta, your land and vineyard expert with Avenue 8 Real Estate in the Napa Valley. Today I want to go over my family's history, my history, and the relationships that I've made in the grape and wine industry that are beneficial to my clients. So my family has been in Napa for over 100 years. We've been in farming all of that time, starting in the dairy industry and moving into the grape and vineyard industry. I was born and raised in Napa and grew up on a 60-acre vineyard in the Carneros region and helped farm from time to time growing up throughout my life. So I've got a real boots on the ground experience of how farming operations are handled in the Carneros region. I'm also a second generation realtor specializing in ag properties. My father sold land, vineyards, and wineries, and I grew up going to work with him and learning the business from a very young age. During my lifetime, I've developed relationships with many experts in all different types of fields in the vineyard and wine industry. So these are just a few of them, and they're in no particular order, but I wanted to go over them with you. So, soil scientists. If you're buying a piece of land or an established vineyard, you need to know the soil composition and how it benefits or is detrimental to growing grapes. A good soil scientist can set up all of those tests and perform them and go over the results with you. They can also tell you in certain areas of the valley what you might expect to see in the soil composition, so you understand if it's even worth moving forward and exploring particular options with a particular property. It saves you time and money, and they are a wealth of information regarding soils. Next is vineyard engineers. A good engineer can answer a ton of questions regarding a vineyard, from water rights to water availability and helping navigate the county with water issues, to erosion control plans, which are complex and are applied to land with over 5% slope. A good vineyard engineer can help you with all of those aspects and is a wealth of knowledge regarding most things on a vineyard. Vineyard manager. Knowing a good vineyard manager is extremely important when buying or selling land or farming an existing vineyard. Even if you want to farm yourself and do the work yourself, knowing a good vineyard manager is crucial. They can help you with the best farming practices, help you with budgeting, supply you with contacts to get rootstock, materials, and workers. You're not going to be able to do the entire operation single-handedly. They can help you with all of these things. These are just a few of the things that they do very, very well. So having a good relationship with vineyard managers is key. The next relationship is well drillers. As we continue with the drought in California, understanding where and how to get water for irrigation may be the most important thing you need to know when buying a piece of land or an existing vineyard or going to sell your vineyard. And having a good well driller can not only find where the water is, they can help us with permitting through the county and do the actual work. On established wells, they can help test for capacity and test the water for chemical makeup to understand how it will benefit or hurt farming a vineyard. So this is just one of the consultants that I've developed relationships with, and I'm happy to help you develop your relationships with as well. Winemakers and winery owners. If you're planning on selling your fruit, having good relationships with winemakers and winery owners is a must. From grape contracts to root stock to best farming practices to maximize the quality of your fruit, winemakers and owners are an important relationship. I've developed many relationships with many different winemakers and winery owners, not only for my personal family holdings and vineyard, but also for my clients, which is very beneficial when buying and selling land. Real estate agents and ag brokers. Knowing who's representing buyers and sellers of vineyards and land can be extremely valuable. Many vineyard and land deals don't hit the open market, so the information on them is not readily available to the public or other brokers. I know the players and like to think of myself as a player too in the land and vineyard arena, so I know what's going on, and this gives us the inside track and is extremely beneficial to my clients. And finally, I'd like to talk about being associated. I've made it my business to join and align myself with groups that are intricately involved in the grape and wine industry. I currently sit on the Land Use Committee for the Napa Farm Bureau. This allows me access to experts and makes it possible for me to develop further relationships with people that I might not normally run into in my day-to-day life. All of this can be extremely beneficial to my clients when buying and selling land and vineyard properties. I hope you found this video beneficial. If you have questions, my contact info is below. I'm always around. Feel free to call me anytime. Thank you. Take care.